Right, Sarge, ready?
Yes.
Let's go, yes? And I want the foie gras nicely coloured, Ronnie, yes?
Yes, Gordon.
Let's go. Greg, taste everything. And we're working together, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't look like it, does it? This Saturday sees the launch of the National Vegan Week, and in order to help celebrate, we're doing an amazing starter of lentils, cooked with carrots, leeks and celeriac, finished with a slab of foie gras.
Also on the menu tonight, a fantastic herb-crusted rack of lamb that you can make this weekend. Just 59 days to go, meet the F-Word Restaurant's Christmas dinner.
Anthony all over the stove! Oh, no!
And I filled the place with women to launch my campaign to get women back in the kitchen. Amongst the diners is Marty McCutcheon, who can't even boil an egg.
I don't have saucepans or frying pans. I don't own one. And I've got paper plates, because then I can just chuck it in the bin. I don't have to wash it.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Quick. Now, foie gras can be duck liver or goose liver. This is actually duck liver, and it actually looks like a sort of block of butter. But you get it really nice and crispy on the sides, and inside it should be served slightly pink, but you've got to be quick. If you leave it in the pan too long, it disappears. Let's go.
Most people would never think of cooking foie gras, but it's so simple. Don't leave it to the restaurant chefs, try it at home. It's easier than frying an egg.
Good. More salt in there, please. Come on, taste it. First of all, let me show you. Don't worry about starting with oil, you know that. Because foie gras is 90% what?
Fat.
Fat. So why are you putting fat in the pan?
Stupidly.
Stupidly. Which piece of them would you put in first?
The biggest.
Why?
Because it takes longer to cook.
Good. Second biggest. Third biggest. And smallest in. Right. Now, we take it off the heat.
Yeah.
There's enough heat in there to still colour it. Tilt the pan. Helps cook the back of the foie gras, yes?
Okay.
Back on the heat. And turn it around again. Look at the difference in colour now, through there. Now it's starting to break down. And tilt the pan back up, and then just a little glaze over. Yeah? Nicely. And they should all come out evenly, yes?
Yeah.
Turn them around again. Carefully, yes?
I'm serving the foie gras on a bed of Foie lentils. Don't use red lentils, as they'll turn to mush. They're cooked together with what we call a brinoise. That's finely chopped vegetables that have been sautéed. Then I bind the whole thing together with a fragrant herb vinaigrette.
Foie gras on the lentils, let's go. Are you happy with those?
Yes, chef.
Wipe the plates. Go, send it. Second time, Matthew. Table 5.
Foie gras excites a lot of passion because some people think it's cruel, but I think it's delicious, and you should try everything at least once.
I was a foie gras virgin before I came here, and I really wanted to try it, so definitely a good choice.
It tastes like butter. It tastes like the most delicious, velvety, buttery, creamy deliciousness that just slivers down your throat. It's the most fabulous taste in your mouth, and it's slightly crispy, but then inside it's all just like velvet stroking you inside your mouth. It's delicious.
Well, I thought the starter was quite nice, actually, really lovely, nice and smooth, worked well with the vegetables, and it's something that I couldn't possibly cook myself, really.
I heard the girl on the next table say, "Oh, I'm not eating that." So we kind of had a word with our waiter, who negotiated that plate came over here as well.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
You well?
Yeah, really well, thank you very much.
Enjoy the foie gras?
Yeah, lovely, really nice foie gras.
So how many times a week would you eat out, normally?
Well, I eat out loads because I can't cook to save my life. I've probably got a few crackers and some crunchy nut cornflakes in the cupboard.
Mum must have taught you how to cook somewhere along the line, no?
Well, she tried, but she kind of gave up with me when I was about 22. She got me a wok and said, "You can't go wrong, you should chuck everything in and cook it." And I cooked fish with vegetables, and I didn't cook the fish properly. And I was sick for about 12 days, and since then I was so ill, Gordon, I can't do it again.
So you prefer eating out rather than cooking?
God, yeah, especially when I've got someone like you cooking for me. How can I compete with that?
Main course, rack of lamb.
Ooh, lovely.
Boulanger potatoes, courgettes, Provençal, tomatoes, herbs, light vinaigrette again. I'll be back after that.
All right.
Please eat it all.
I will.
In fact, the only thing I want you to leave are the bones.
Do you know what? You're the man of my dreams. You're the first man who's told me to make sure I eat it all.
Clean plate.
I've never had that problem.
Enjoy your lamb.
I will.
Pink, medium, well done.
For me, well done.
No chance. Pink.
Oh no, I've got to eat raw meat now.
Oh dear, Mr. Corrin.
Gordon.
Another day, another meal.
Yep, another day, another meal.
Do you ever feel guilty going out to eat for a living?
I never feel guilty about anything at all.
And what's I wonder what it'd be like to actually be a food critic, sort of 365 days a year?
Unimaginably good. So much better than being a chef, I can't tell you.
Listen, before Christmas, it's really important. I would love to have a food critic in the kitchen just to show you an insight to what it's like doing a full day's work and being up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's like saying to a policeman, I'd like you to spend a day in prison. I know it's bad in there. That's why I'm not in there.
As a critic, what do you think of the starter?
I've had better, but then I have so much. It's a great piece of foie gras.
Yeah.
You know, they're from nice ducks, aren't they?
Yeah, they're Hungarian.
Yeah, but in terms of the provenance of it, it's nice to know at least that it came from. I'm quite nutty about that sort of thing.
There is a rumour, OK, that you went into a restaurant once and actually asked the name of the pig before you ate it.
Yes, I have done that, but really the name of the farm will do. And even though you laugh at me, you're more and more into this. You've got something going on at home which is fairly sort of Hugh Fearnley-Whittingstall style, haven't you?
I mean, I live in the city. I want my children to learn and understand where their food comes from. What's this for?
For the turkeys to live in.
That's right. And why have they got so much space?
So they can run around.
Run around and get what?
And get exercise. Get
Exercise. Exactly, get fat and get exercise.
Surprise, surprise, Gordon's had one of his fantastic ideas, which I'm not exactly over the moon about. He's decided that we are going to grow Christmas lunch. He wants to make the children understand that Christmas lunch, actually comes from somewhere, not just from the supermarket. So we're going to fatten up the turkeys and grow our own vegetables.
But Meg, I think you're going to get really attached to them, you know that? Holly, they'll be tough old birds. I want to hear the noise, though. No louder. Lily Pie, go, quick, jump on, come on, quick. Jump, and again jump, and again jump. They've got to be in this pen, and we've got to keep them away from the foxes.
Okay.
We've got a problem in this setting with foxes because there's a lot of them around, there's woods behind. What we're going to do is enclose everything with wire, chicken wire, and we're going to bury that into the ground 18 inches.
Who's going to help me?
Me.
My once perfect garden that I've spent all summer having landscape gardeners is now going to be ruined.
If you're naughty, you're sleeping out here with the turkeys as well. Yes?
Yes, Dad.
OK. You understand why we're here, don't you? Yeah? We're going to choose 6 of these birds to take home, OK, to fatten up for Christmas. Are you hungry? Would you like to eat one?
We have both bronze and white turkeys. They're all free range, so there's very little difference in it. The bronze are just a little bit gamier in flavour, and it's just personal preference, really.
Chris needs 6 turkeys for Christmas. The idea of bringing them in here today was to sort of give them a sense of where they come from, to make them understand that Christmas Day isn't just coming out of the supermarket. Jack, have you caught one yet? Come on!
We've got 4,000 turkeys here
4,000.
on this farm, yeah.
So how old are they?
These are 16 weeks old, these
16,
ones.
and they
yeah.
go right up to 24.
Well, these will be about 24 weeks.
And what's the difference in weight?
We'll sell the bronze turkeys from about 7 or 8 pounds oven ready right up to sort of 30 pounds oven ready.
30 pounds. OK, 3 more. Matilda, you've got one. Bye, Chris. Thank you.
Turkeys need a diet which is rich in cereals, and so we put at least 70% wheat, barley, oats into the diet, and that gives us a lovely finish, and that gives you a marvellous Christmas lunch.
Tilly, Daddy's driving, they're shitting themselves. Hold on then, welcome him home. Now, we have to think of some names for them. And I thought, OK, because there's 6 of them, OK, we've got 1 each, OK? Yes. We'll name them after chefs. OK? Yes? Yours is called Gary. That's the one with a spiky bum. Gary! Yours walks a bit funny, so we'll call him Jamie. Oh, no, look. There it is, the stubborn one down the end, the one who wants to be on the lonely bird. That's Delia. What's yours called, Lily Pie? Anthony, that's right, the little dumpy one. Like you. Oh, Jack, look after Nigella. This is the real sort of happy chirpy chappy with a big neck. We'll call him Ainsley. Lily, why don't we take them through and just show them the oven very quickly?
No,
Open the door.
No! Help! Daddy, no!
Yes, he'll fit in. Right, listen. We've got to roast them soon.
Daddy, don't!
Anthony shit all over the stove! Oh, no! Hey! Oh. And let's just check he's underneath there, look. Right, put him into bed now, please. Come on, Anthony, move your ass. Get in there. That's right, do you want a little kiss on the breast? No, all right, only asking. Right, come on, say goodnight.
Night, Delia.
Right, Chris.
Hi, Gordon.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Lovely meal. Thank you.
Good. That's slightly different from eating turkey, however.
Yeah, but I have got to sort of just make sure my turkeys are fine with you.
I can guarantee that the turkeys are in fine order, getting very plump and shitting everywhere.
Just put it down to experience.
Yep.
You know, where
Okay.
there's money.
Any tips that you may have that I could pick up on to sort of, I suppose, make them feel a little bit more at home?
Just make sure they've got plenty of room,
Yes.
got plenty of food, water, and you let them in and out each day on time, OK?
Right.
And maybe give them a bit more grass when they've eaten off all the grass in that little pen you got them in.
Give them more grass.
It's worth it.
So Nigella's plump breasts are going to taste a lot better than more grass in my back garden she eats.
I reckon so, yeah.
Next on the menu, rack of lamb. And this bloke thinks his dessert is better than mine, but he has got more hair than brains.
Would you like to be a proper chef one day?
Oh, God, no.
What would put you off the hours?
You, mate.
I'm scared!
And I teach Marty McCutcheon how to sharpen a knife.
Now?
Oh, I've been doing everything like this with you, Gordon.
Just like 9.5 weeks. There you go. Welcome back to the F Word, the place that you can find out everything you need to know about food. Next up is the main course. Season the courgettes, yes? Fresh basil in there? Yeah. I'll open it up and season it. Let's go. Main course tonight is the beautiful rack of lamb served with a boulanger potato and sauté courgettes with tomato provençal. And I'd never ever thought I'd ever say this, I promise. However, here's one I made earlier. Rack of lamb. This is the Rolls-Royce of lamb. It is every chef's dream to cook this. In kitchens, especially my kitchens, we always season on plates because we don't want to waste any salt, pepper. So once we've seasoned from a height, we then get the rack of lamb and almost sort of rub it in and let the lamb absorb all that salt and pepper, so we're wasting nothing.
Hot pan, olive oil.
It's simple mathematics. No colour, no flavour. Get some colour on there.
Skin side down, hot oven, 7 to 8 minutes. Herb crust.
I just picked some parsley in.
Parsley, rosemary, thyme.
That parsley gives it a really nice dark green colour.
Grate parmesan and season.
And then just a drizzle of olive oil to bring it together.
Blitz it.
Comes out amazing, eh?
Firm with the spring, and it will be cooked perfectly pink. Dijon mustard.
Whilst it's hot, the sort of mustard absorbs and melts quickly into the fat and just makes it a lot more flavoursome. And it's almost like sort of dipping your lolly in sherbet.
Crisp the breadcrumbs, 3 to 4 minutes.
Onto the plate.
Herb crusted rack of lamb, done.
Right, how long for the lamb?
2.5
2 minutes, please, pardon.
Let's go. I want it together, yes? 5 and 5, yeah? Let's go. I'm joined by a hand-picked kitchen brigade. Over there is Ronnie. He's been with me now nearly 3 years. Quite a delicate touch and a bloody good cook. Greg, this guy used to be a management consultant until he saw the pilot light, and he cooks as if he's been in the kitchen 20 years. He's only been in trade 3 years. And every chef has a right-hand man, and my right-hand man is Sarge. He's been by my side now for close to 10 years. The other two cooks in the kitchen, who look absolutely petrified, are our trainees. We call them commies.
Matthew's a 20-year-old waiter who's desperate to make the step into the kitchen. Miller is 24 and works in corporate hospitality. She's passionate about food, but can she handle being bossed about?
Move your ass.
Neither of them has worked in a professional kitchen before.
With the lamb, we're serving a boulanger potato. The most important thing about this particular potato is like a layered cake. Got these wonderful caramelised onions, potatoes, onions, and then it's cooked with a really nice stock, so it acts as a bit of a sauce. Perfect for this time of year, and perfect with a lamb. Lamb, please.
Boulanger potatoes are easy to cook, but look sophisticated and are absolutely delicious. Simply fine slice of potatoes and lay them in a dish with sautéed onions. Season between the layers and pour some chicken stock over the top. Into the oven for 15 minutes and that's it, like dauphinoise, but if anything, healthier and easier.
Let's go, Ronnie. Lamb in. 4 minutes on the hot plate.
Yep.
And served with the lamb, we've got the sort of sauté courgettes with tomato, like provençal, finished with a little bit of basmati vinegar. Courgettes are a very difficult vegetable to cook because a lot of people don't cook them enough. So therefore they get a little bit slimy, but sauté them in olive oil, beautifully done with salt, pepper, finished with a tablespoon of basmati vinegar. It's a really nice way of eating them. Just smell that now in front there. Smell in there. Yes? OK. How long for the first lamb?
2.5, please, Gordon.
How long? No, come on. Yeah, no, I started already. I said both, 5 and 5. Come on, let's go then.
Yeah.
Yes? 2.5, right. I want 2 pans done at any one time.
Sarge?
Don't say anything yet.
Yes.
Come on, Matthew.
How long on that lamb? Never thought I'd say that.
No. Listen, don't come here. Hey, I'm helping you.
Yeah.
Yeah? Don't take the piss out of me.
Sorry.
I'm helping you. So what the are you shouting at me? How long's
Sorry,
the lamb?
chef.
Or are you that stupid? So I'm here to help you, and now you're shouting at me how long the lamb.
Yeah.
Slice the lamb.
Yeah.
Do it yourself.
Sorry, chef.
Let's go, Miller.
Stupid.
Pull the plates in towards you so you can see them all the way around. Shake the bottle, Miller. Shake the bottle. Why are we shaking it, Miller?
To make sure it's emulsified.
So, exactly. So it's evenly distributed. Come on, let's go. Right, let's go. Come on. Yes? Come on, Matthew. Start sending. Start sending, Matthew. Clean your plates. Come on. 6 on 5, Miller, yes? Matthew, 6 on 15, yes? Check what you're doing. Go.
I've got 6 on 15, please.
Let's go.
So to follow, rack of lamb, pomme boulangère, and courgette à la provençale.
It's enormous.
Merci bien.
Fantastic.
Bonne continuation.
Let's go. Work with both hands, Matthew. Speed up. Ladies, how are we doing? Yeah, good to see you. I'd like to see you with a bone in your mouth. Happy?
Very happy.
Yes, good.
I thought it was lovely. The lamb was cooked to perfection. I love the lamping.
You're going to finish that?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I'll get upset if you don't finish. You know that. How many glasses of wine have you had?
Quite a lot.
Quite a lot. Fantastic, yes? Good to see you.
I was vegetarian until 2 weeks ago, and I'm converted 110% now. I did think it was a bit pink, but the taste is just fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
Laughing and singing, hello.
Oh, no, you devoured it. You finished it.
Do you know what? I loved it.
Serious?
I've never had lamb rare before. I've always been a bit scared of the blood, but I love this. It's nice, not too much blood oozing out.
No, and this time of year, autumn, has to be the perfect time. You said you don't cook at home. You must sort of cook something. Must be I don't know.
I do toast, and I do scrambled eggs. In a microwave, you put it in, I put a little bit of butter and a bit of sea salt in because it makes me feel like a chef.
You cook scrambled egg?
Yeah.
In a microwave?
Yeah. I don't have saucepans or frying pans. I don't own one. And I've got paper plates because then I can just chuck it in the bin. I don't have to wash it.
Beautiful kitchen, nothing in it.
No plates?
Nothing.
Microwave to cook scrambled egg in? Have you got any knives in the kitchen?
A couple of normal ones, yeah.
I'm going to borrow you just for 2 minutes. I'm going to show you something absolutely crucial in a kitchen.
No.
Don't worry about that now. Just for 2 minutes. Now, the most important thing about being in the kitchen, OK, is learning, OK, to sharpen a knife.
Goosebumps. Oh,
no. Goosebumps where?
There.
They're absolutely fine. Right. OK, what's that called? That's a...
Looks like something you measure rings on. Don't you know measure rings in the jewellers?
Oh, shit. That's a steel.
Okay.
So we hold the steel now, left hand, and you sharpen a knife. That way you can cut your vegetables nice and thin, you can cut your meat nice and thin, you can slice your fish. Right, left-handed or right-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Yeah, OK, so...
That's in my left hand, though.
Hold that in that hand. There, right. Just nice and slowly. Bend the wrist and show some flexibility on the wrist. There you go. Nice and slow. Careful you don't cut yourself. There you go.
I never thought I'd be doing anything like this with you, Gordon.
Just like 9.5 weeks. There you go. Now, bend that wrist. It's too stiff, the wrist. So you left-handed or right-handed?
I'm scared. That's
What's wrong with the wrist? There's no flexibility in that wrist. There. Now, you... No. Grace it. Nice big, long strokes. Nice big, long strokes of the knife. And there you go. Close your eyes. There you go.
There we go. Fabulous.
All
Well,
the
I'd
way
like to
down.
close my eyes.
Yeah, no, because you just listen to the noise. Hear the noise.
Okay.
Yes?
There we go.
Yeah.
Bit of
there you
rhythm.
go. Look, there you go. That nice. There you go. OK. So now you know how to sharpen a knife.
Is there anything else you want me to do?
For now? No.
Yay! I can go back.
There you go. Jesus Christ almighty. OK, 5 lamb, yes?
Oh, I thought, oh, God, he's going to get me to cut carrots really quickly with this knife. I can just feel it. He said that my wrist was too stiff.
You probably weren't relaxed.
I said I'm scared. And he was sort of a bit of an innuendo with it, and I thought I'm not happy about that. That'll do me no good whatsoever.
Your concentration phase.
Oh, I know, but he said close your eyes. I thought, oh God, what's he going to do to me? I've got a knife in my hand. That's a brave man to ask me to have a knife and sharpen it with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
That's a brave man. Gordon Ramsay, you're a brave man. Goodness gracious, I'm shaking.
How's it going, mate?
How's the lamb?
Absolutely fantastic. It's really, really good. A very manly dish, and I noticed that you've got almost exclusively women in the restaurant tonight. Is this you trying to set me up with somebody, or what's up?
I'm launching a campaign to get women back in the kitchen.
Oh, you dog. Do you think they want to go there? No.
And do you know what? I'm
You're
fed up
right.
with the customers coming into the kitchen. 90% of them now. They're all cooking at home. They're male.
I'm amazed, though. You actually went to the lengths of commissioning a survey to prove your point. And this proved, apparently, that 3/4 of women who can't cook, it's not that they can't cook and they don't care. They can't cook, they regret it.
I'm personally going on a mission now to invite every woman in the country, OK, to get me in their kitchen. I'm going to offer my services to the women of Britain starting tonight.
Excuse me, sir.
Our survey showed that more men than women find cooking a pleasure, while more women believe it's a chore. I've been out and about across the country, and I've been shocked by what I've found.
And look, brand new pan, never been used before. The place is more set out like a cocktail bar as opposed to a kitchen.
Over the next 9 weeks, I'm going to be helping women across the country to get back in their kitchens.
Why can't you cook?
I am a bit clumsy.
I know how to do it. I know you're supposed to do that.
I poisoned my best friend.
Oh, dear. From steak and chips to Sunday roast, they'll discover the pleasure of cooking for their friends, their families and themselves.
Smells fantastic. It does. It never smells like this.
And in return, I want to promise that each woman will say goodbye for good to meals of Chardonnay and crisps.
How many tins of baked beans have you got?
And hello to fantastic home-cooked food.
I've never had that many people sat around my table.
What about a round of applause, Mummy? Yeah, thank you, Mummy. Thank you, Mummy. Wait, tell the neighbours the kitchen's been used! The kitchen's been used!
Right, well, Gordon reckons there must be millions of women in Britain who can't cook, and so he plans between now and Christmas to get as many of them as he can back in the kitchen. So he's asked me to tell you that if you're a woman and you can't cook and you think he could help, get in touch with us via the website. Better still, if you're a man and you've got a daughter or a wife or a sister who can't cook, let us know and we'll see if we can't do you a favour. And I tell you what, if you can cook, get in touch with us anyway, especially if you're single. Put my name on it. Maybe enclose a photograph.
The production, the people that I'm star now, the people that
Yeah, I can. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Ah, hello.
Enjoy lamb?
I love my lamb.
Enjoy the foie gras?
Fabulous.
When was the last time you cooked in the kitchen?
At the weekend.
At the weekend?
Yeah.
Damn. When was the last time you cooked in the kitchen?
A month ago.
A month ago. See, Jane? Yeah. My campaign to get women
Further back than that.
To get women back in the kitchen. The campaign was launched because over the last 4 or 5 years, 90% of the people coming into my kitchen, and fascinated about the cooking are not the women. They're sat at the table having wine and cocktails.
Yeah, but that's
It's
because
the
the men have got time to come into... You know, you can spend 24 hours marinating a gherkin, but women have got other things.
Yeah, no, I
We've
totally
got
agree
the
that-
kids, we've
yes,
got the
yeah.
housework. You
Like
don't do
men-
the housework.
Yes,
When
I
did
do
you
the
not?
Men have fallen in love with the kitchens. Women have fallen out of love with their kitchens.
Well, these two are too young, but us two,
Right.
we were the
It's gonna be a
generation...
really good argument now, you know that.
No, we were the generation, we were told
Yes.
we would be having it all.
Yeah.
We're not having it all, we're doing it all.
Right.
And we haven't got time
Okay.
to
To
go
cook.
in the kitchen and ponce about
Right.
marinating something for 24 hours. The only reason you can do that
It's
is
not
because you've got a
ponce-
lovely wife who's at home with your Guantanamo Bay turkeys
Guantanamo Bay.
in the garden.
Come on, Jane, you owe it to yourself. When was the last time you cooked?
I haven't cooked for ages, I haven't got time.
Oh,
I'm
make
doing
time.
homework, I'm doing housework.
Yes, school runs.
I'm doing work.
Yes, OK.
I'm doing all the things that my husband doesn't do.
My grandmother cooked because she loved cooking. She did all the things that you did without
Yes,
the washing
that's
machine
Granny.
and without the Hoover,
Yeah,
without
and
anything else.
done everything Jane just said, but Jane's saying now today's modern woman doesn't have to cook because they're busy. Rubbish.
I think that one of the art and the pride of being a great cook is making that time. Don't go shopping.
But it's not.
Cook.
Yeah, but it's not spending 3 or 4 hours in the kitchen. It's just cooking. Less time with the nails, less time with the hair, more time in the kitchen, Jane.
The nails, can we look at the nails? They
Less time with the nails, less time with the hair, more time in the kitchen, Jane.
Rubbish.
Busy, busy. See ya. Dear, oh dear.
Next on the menu, it's pudding time. Al Murray takes me on with his recipe for bread and butter pudding.
Yeah, sounds disgusting. It's not disgusting.
Giles Corrin goes in search of the truth about the drunkard's favourite, the doner kebab.
The doner kebab turns out to be a gourmet production.
Welcome back to the F word. Now, it's dessert time, and that means bread and butter pudding. And the reason why it is a bread and butter pudding, because Al Murray challenged me to make one better than him.
Each week on the F word, a guest will attempt to beat me by making their favourite dessert. We'll each use our own recipe for the same pudding, and a panel of blind tasters will choose their favourite. The winning dessert will be served to the restaurant diners. Bring it on, Kojak. You haven't got a hope.
Right, Mr. Murray, you really think you can cook better than me?
Oh, yeah, Gordon.
You're having a laugh, aren't you?
No, this is, you know, dead simple. This is the whole Murray food philosophy.
Simple.
Keep it simple, stupid.
OK, so it's a thick-cut loaf, currants,
yeah.
bit of milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds disgusting. Is that it?
It's not disgusting.
So how many eggs you put in there?
3.
You tight bastard. In my bread and butter pudding, I'm going to use 3 whole eggs and 3 egg yolks, so it gets really nice, rich, delicious custard. Can you stop watching me? Because I think you were trying to steal my recipe. Would you like to be a proper chef one day?
Oh, God, no. No.
What would put you off the hours?
You, mate.
What do you mean, me?
Well, you know, clearly plays havoc with a person, being a chef. I mean, I've hung out with Sarge a lot, and he's not normal.
So what have you done first? Tell me.
Well, I've done the bread. I've buttered the pan. You have to butter the pan, children.
Yeah.
Butter the pan, or it won't come off the pan when you're washing it up.
What are you flavouring your custard with?
Well, sugar and lemon.
No alcohol?
No alcohol, no. Are you putting alcohol in yours?
Do you know, it's sort of autumn, so I'm going to put a little bit of Bailey's cream in there.
That's classy.
You know what ladies like when they love Bailey's and ice?
It's a fruit-based drink for the lady, yeah.
You know, and do you know what? It just makes that a little bit moreish.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I believe you.
You see, my baguettes are 24 hours old.
Are they?
Yes.
That's what I'd heard.
So because the drier they are,
yeah,
the more custard they absorb.
The more custard they absorb.
Yeah, like you've got big, fat, stodgy bread.
Yeah.
It's not going to absorb any custard. It's going to like eating dry bread. Ow. You can't do that to our customers.
They're your customers. I'm not here next week.
So what do you put at the bottom of your dish?
Butter, and then
No,
the bread. And then the
just
bread
butter.
on top. Buttered bread on top of the butter.
You see, I'm
like
putting a
that.
little bit of surprise at the bottom of mine.
Oh, that's exciting. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what you're actually doing here. What's this?
Dried cranberries.
Oh, they're delicious.
Aren't they? Aren't they?
It's just a relief I've got cystitis, because it's exactly what I need.
I know, come on. Hey, that's unfair. Now, I haven't tasted yours.
That's good for the urinary tract, that is.
Is it?
Yeah, it is, actually. Have you soaked these?
Yes.
They're quite juicy.
Just in hot water, that's all, just to sort of rehydrate them a little bit.
Oh, right. So anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted, you get the custard, right, which I didn't bother cooking, right, because there's no point, 'cause it's going to cook in the oven anyway, right? He's complicating it again.
and you pour the custard in. On top, you put the raisins on. I've got some raisins left. You see, this is how I cook in a haphazard manner, ladies and gentlemen. I defy anyone to argue with my bread and butter pudding.
OK, whilst Al is making this bread and butter sandwich full of raisins, what we've got here is the most amazing sort of soaked 24-hour-old baguette, and it's done with a sort of Bailey's custard. In between the layers, we've got sultanas, golden raisins, a little bit of apricot jam, and then we're going to cover the top of that with sugar so it caramelises as it cooks in the oven. And that's going to be 10 times better than old Sheffy's over there that tastes like stale bread that's been dipped in ale and left outside for 3 weeks, and even the cat won't eat it. OK, ready for the oven?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Here it comes.
Now, just before it goes in there, just have a look.
Yeah.
And even before they're cooked,
yeah,
you know exactly which one's going to come out best with their blind tasters.
That one.
Oh, come on, Al.
The normal one.
You know, it's not down to the appearance, is it?
No, it's down to the taste. What matters is the taste, yeah.
Taste, taste, taste. OK, you want to say a little prayer before...
No, no, no.
No?
I'm a believer.
You're a believer. OK, good luck, my man.
Thank you.
It looks dry.
Oh,
it looks
yeah,
dry. God, dear.
Blimey, what a nerve on that Al Murray, eh?
I'll say. It's only bread and butter pudding, you know that?
Mm.
You wouldn't like that, would you?
I wouldn't mind.
Because it's not posh food, is it?
I don't eat only posh food.
You do?
I don't. If I'm drunk, I'll eat anything. But when you're drunk, you wake up in the morning, you don't know what you've eaten, you don't really care.
Substance.
Yeah, but it's the same way you wake up in the morning next to Edwina Curry and the wrappings of a doner kebab.
Oh, Christ.
Which is worse?
The kebab.
Yeah. You're a gentleman. I'm a restaurant critic. I eat only in the finest restaurants. I know what food I'm eating, I know where it's farmed, I know how it gets to my plate. I don't accept anything less. Unless I'm drunk. And as licensing laws change, people are going to be drunk all night, there's going to be nothing else open, and they'll make the same kind of decision as me more and more, which is the terrible one of eating a doner kebab. There you go. And so we have a first in the annals of food history. A doner kebab purchased stone cold sober. I've got to say, I didn't know that it looked like that. In fact, I didn't know that it smelled like that. I think before I eat another one of these, I'm going to have to find out exactly what goes into it. I've got to find out, at the very least, if it's even meat. Now, of course, some kebab shops make their own kebabs, but most get them from a factory, like this one in Burton-on-Trent. The idea of kebab and factory in the same sentence seems a bit wrong. I don't eat food from factories very often. I have no idea what kind of terrible things go on in there. The kind of myths and rumours I've heard make me feel sick. But I am going to go and have a look. $700 million are sold in the UK each year, and this factory alone produces 50 tonnes of kebab meat every week. But meat can mean all sorts of horrible things. And I'm hoping Dominic Jolivet, the quality assurance manager here, can tell me exactly what we're all eating. My word! Look at that! Look at that! It's real meat. It's like a butcher's shop. I had no idea that anything even resembling part of an animal went into a kebab.
Well, as you can see here, they're trimming up all lamb breast.
Right, and the lamb breast is not being used by supermarkets or restaurants because...
Very small, because there's not a high demand for it. As you can see, a bit fatty.
Bit fatty.
Very finicky to get, you know, nice chunks of meat out of.
And the fact that this stuff would normally just get thrown away ends up in a doner kebab, that's a good thing. And is that the end of the story? What else? Are there other carcasses?
There is other trim as well. I'll show you. We also use lamb fronts and shoulders. What happens is with these, the supermarkets sell the lamb cutlets and the legs.
This is lovely kind of loins in there, isn't it?
Well, these are what you call the neck end.
God, there's a neck fillets, though. You can eat them nicely.
Well, what we do with these, we take these out and we sell these as shish.
I am getting closer to eating a doner kebab sober, I think.
It is. It's, as I say, it's very, very good quality product.
So, Dominic, what have we got here? This is slightly different. These are frozen fellows. What's that?
This is beef, actually.
This is beef?
Well, that's it, because some of our customers, we do a lamb and beef product.
Right. And would a customer in the street know whether it's...
No, they probably wouldn't do it. Somebody who knows their kebabs would do.
Yeah, because the point is that someone like me, who's very finicky about the kind of meat that I eat, lamb, it's very limited to how intensively you can farm it. Everyone's, you know, reasonably safe with that. Beef, the beef market is slightly different post-BSE and everything, and people are a bit more worried about eating beef. It's odd that they would eat it without knowing.
Well, they would have to know, because on a kebab shop, they should declare it. If it says doner kebab, it's a lamb. Right. If it says kebab, then it may be lamb and beef.
Ah, that's a crucial distinction to know. It's got to say doner. If it doesn't say doner, it could be anything.
This is where all the spices and herbs are blended.
Oh, get away, herbs and spices in a doner kebab.
We have salt, garlic, oregano, coriander.
That's incredible, isn't it? That sounds like Gordon Ramsay at Carriages. That's the poshest thing I've ever heard. The doner kebab turns out to be a gourmet production. Thank you. That's fascinating.
This is where we make all the handmade doners. and where the ones that come pumped out on the machine are finished off. You're the Don of the Donners, the king of the kebabs, yeah? The Sheikh of Shish. How long does it take to make one of these whoppers?
5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
a real artist then. I mean, I don't think Gordon Ramsay could do a thing like this. It's lovely stuff. Do you ever sort of nick a bit and eat it as you're...
No, I don't eat.
You're not hungry, you've had breakfast.
But
And you can eat it
people
raw,
are,
though.
you can eat it, but nothing wrong with it. But
That's all right.
Yeah, it's okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't think it would fly out of the shops, you. With the skin first?
No, ball first.
Meat? Small?
Yes.
Small, that size, yeah?
You have to measure it like I'm measuring my mind.
I think that's exactly the right size.
No,
so
that's
I need
too big.
No, really? Do you think my balls are getting a little bit too big? Or
One
too
is
quickly?
small, one is big. It doesn't match.
One small, one big, but that does happen. On we go. Is that finished, or do I put another one on?
Yeah. You got to finish all the menu.
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh, have I? Oops.
That's your moment of truth.
Look at that. Look at that.
We have to put this one in the museum.
Well, you certainly wouldn't want to put it in your mouth, would you? It's a doner kebab. So here we are then, the first doner kebab ever built by a restaurant critic. As I suspected, it's fantastic. And having seen what goes into it, I have to say I wouldn't probably serve this kind of meat at my own table, but you know what? At least it's meat.
I tell you what, Al, it's not just kebabs that Giles Corrins eats when he's drunk. You know that. Last time he came to my restaurant, we had to tell him the next day what he had for dinner.
You're joking?
He got so pissed, he phoned up the next day to sort of be told what he had the night before.
That's fantastic.
Outrageous.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bloody food critics. It's the moment of truth, the bread and butter puddings. Does yours look dry? Look at that first. Beautiful. Huh? And mine's not finished yet, Al.
Oh, of course it isn't.
No, but it's a little glaze, you know that? Yeah? Apricot jam let down with some water. Is that it?
That's beautiful. That is perfect.
God, dear, oh dear. Are you going to dust yours with icing sugar or something?
No, I can leave mine alone.
Serious? You can't
I've
play
done
with
all
yours?
that can be possibly done with the bread and butter pudding genre here, Gordon.
OK, Jean-Baptiste, yes? Take the egg sandwich upstairs and take my bread and butter pudding alongside it, please, yes? Yeah, and make sure you've got some sick bags for the sandwich.
Next on the menu, which is the winner? My wonderful bread and butter pudding or Al's bread sandwich? Time for the result.
And the winner is...
And I join Martin McCutcheon for coffee.
I don't do journalists.
You don't do journalists?
Oh, no.
Do you do chefs?
Yeah.
Welcome back. Now, for me, a very crucial time, because it's now the time to find out which dessert is the winner. Is it my delicious, sumptuous bread and butter pudding, or is it that sort of sliced white bread, egg sandwich of Al Murray's? Pretty obvious, isn't it? The moment of truth.
It's important that the pudding judges know what they're talking about, so I tested the palates of our diners as they arrived. The ones who could recognise different flavours will go on to choose which dessert is best. They're blindfolded, so they're only assessing the food by taste. A lucky break for Al. If his was judged by looks, it would be disqualified straight away.
I want you to identify these combinations. First combination. Ready, Ben? Open, wide, and in. And open wide, please. What is in there? What does that taste of?
I don't know what that is at all.
What's the fruit first? You should know what that is. Grape.
Grape. Beef and apricot jam. Is it a fish?
What does that taste of? Something fruity anyway.
Roast pork
Roast pork
with apple.
with apple. Well done. So that is what?
That's
Apple.
horrible.
Was that, it was really chewy and bouncy, like a slug or something.
Off the spoon.
Had that with my sushi last night.
So that is what?
Roe.
Well done. Now, open wide. Apple. Lovely.
Okay.
Here we go.
I can taste strawberries. No, not strawberries, tomato.
Thank God you said that.
Some kind of grass.
Grass?
I don't know.
Chew it and taste and...
I
sort
don't
of-
really like it. Oh, it's a bit pepperminty.
Would you like to smoke it? Is that where you get confused? What does it smell of? Come on, Dorothy.
Definitely seafood.
Seafood.
Salmon?
And, take it all in. Good girl. What's that taste of?
Mozzarella.
Good, well done. What does it smell?
Tomato.
Tomato. What's the green leaf?
Basil.
Well done. Well done, well done, well done.
The ones who got most foods right became our pudding judges. Let's see what they think.
This is dessert dish number 1.
Thank you. Fruity, soft.
You don't like it?
No.
This is dish number 2.
That's much nicer. Yeah, that is
There
nice.
is a real difference.
Real
definitely.
difference.
You can actually smell it as
The
well.
other one was a bit too soggy.
The moment of truth has finally arrived.
There is one winner,
Of course there's one winner.
and the winner is... Well done, man.
Get out. Justice! Fantastic! Are you sure?
They found you too heavy, actually.
They found mine too heavy?
Yes, indeed.
That can't be true.
I'm afraid it is, Gordon. So, well done, man.
You know when you go outside this door and turn left by the traffic lights? Yeah, it's called a job centre.
Yeah.
Dear, oh dear. Now...
I can't believe that Al's monstrosity is going to be served in my restaurant.
Here we are, Giles.
Oh, my word. Good God, what's that? When am I getting pudding?
It's bread and butter pudding.
You didn't eat it?
No, it was very sweet and it was, you know, it's what you want after something savoury, but it was a bit gloopy.
Yeah.
And it wasn't very warm. And
No.
I don't like currants anyway. And I got more currants than anyone or whatever they are. So.
You're quite a fuss pot when it comes to food.
I kind of like to avoid dairy if possible. And I like to avoid bread.
Bread?
Yeah.
Why?
Just because it makes me bloat and I don't feel good in my skinny jeans.
I'm still fascinated, finally, just to almost in my own mind understand why you weren't taught how to cook.
Well, my mum did attempt it a couple of times, and after 4 hours of peeling a potato and then ending up with about that much, because that's what was left.
Peeled it away from that.
Yeah, and she just went, oh, for God's sake, and chucked it in the rubbish, and that was that. And I think that some people are just naturally gifted at it, and I'm not. I'm no good at it.
If there's one perfect thing you'd love to learn how to cook, what would it be?
A roast dinner.
A roast dinner.
Yeah. I'd
Okay.
love to be able to cook a roast dinner. That's
Okay.
one thing that I always love to.
Lamb, beef,
Probably beef.
beef,
And I want to do really lovely Yorkshire puddings, but there you go.
roast potatoes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I will come round and show you how to cook the perfect Sunday lunch, okay?
Will you really?
Absolute definite.
But where do I get my saucepans and frying pan from first?
You got nothing of that in the kitchen?
I've got my tray in the oven, still unused with the instructions in it. That's how I've never used the oven. I don't even know how to switch an oven on.
I will bring all that with me, okay? Roasting tray, pots, pans, sauces, you name it, I'll bring china plates. As long as you promise me one thing, after I've gone,
Yeah.
you continue doing it.
Okay. All right.
Minimum once a month. No, minimum once a month. Yes?
Once a month. Okay, once a month we're cooked.
Once a month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Shall we shake on it? Kiss on it?
Okay.
Mwah. Promise, yes?
Yes,
once a month,
promise.
minimum. I'll
Once
supply
a month.
everything. You get in that kitchen and cook. Yes?
All right. Yeah.
So, what do you think, Giles?
It's like a wallpaper page.
No, it's not.
No, it's true. I've never put up any wallpaper, so I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. You've never done a day's
And is this just
work in your life.
Is this grilled or is this just allowed to go stale?
No, it's... You see, my grandmother made this. She was an Austrian lady. And she
and how
liked
long-
the crunch.
And when did you make it? 1943.
Now you're beginning to upset me.
I don't
You're on the
need to
verge
know.
of insulting my
It's
family.
what always happens with restaurant criticism. It turns out that no, because your grandmother was a great woman.
Yes, she certainly was. And she endured the Blitz to give you this recipe.
In your time, you've kissed the most amazing guys, yeah? Hugh Grant and Ross Kemp and there's one sort of knobby no-mates around here somewhere. Would you ever kiss Giles Corrin?
I don't know who that is.
He's a food critic, writes for the Times. Oh, he's over there, the one with the sort of hairy face. If you saw him, he's sort of helping co-present. He's a journalist and he's single.
I don't do journalists.
You don't do journalists?
Oh, no.
Do you do chefs?
Yeah, I do.
One last request.
What's that?
Okay. I've never seen a sort of girl serve, tea the way you did at Downing Street.
Oh my God.
Beautiful, beautiful barmaid in EastEnders.
Thank you.
Just before we go, we've had the starter, we've had the lamb, we've had the pudding. I want you to help Jean-Baptiste, just on a few tables, serve some coffee.
Are you serious?
Like a proper waitress. I want to see what you're like naturally. If you can actually go around the tables with
that
etiquette.
was acting.
Yeah, I know, but
That's not really me. I've never been a waitress in my life.
watching you, serve teas and coffees is going to give me an insight to what it's like going round your kitchen, coming round. I'll give you an apron.
But I've got high heels on. I'll just about
That'll
walk
look
in
even
them.
better.
Never mind. Oh,
Just
God.
a couple of tables.
You just want to watch me
Yes.
watch you pervert. Okay.